Now, this is WebStatHoneywell.com. It's the website. www.webstathoneywell.com. Password name is Honeywell, and that logs you in as a contractor. Now, if you look at the where you're logging in here, it tells you what version you're using. This is the latest version, and Niagara, that's the version of the Jace that we're using. If you don't see anything there, then it's the older version. Now, this is what the screen looks like. So when your customer goes online to look at his system, this one happens to have a bunch of stats on it. So this is sitting in a room somewhere. It's not controlling anything, I hope. So we don't have much problem with that. Now, the name and so on is put in there when it was programmed. So for instance, if I want to change the program, let me just show you an overview of the system. This is overview. This is what the first screen opens up. He sees what's going on. Here's the humidity. Here's the set point it's controlling at, called the effective set point. And there's the current temperature. This one here is probably unoccupied. It says unoccupied here. I can override that from this screen. I can say, you know what? I want that to be occupied. A little slow here. Again. It's a blank. Should come up with the names on there. Now there's a couple items that's important when you're working on these things. You have two ports that need to be opened at the router, 1911 and 3011. It's in the instructions. Those ports allow you to do trending, alarming, and things like that. Upgrades. You can't upgrade unless you have, if you have an upgrade software you want to put in there. You can't do it unless those ports are open. So you got to make sure when you set this up with the IT guy that he opens those ports for you on this router. I'm not sure why that didn't show up. Probably get the pop-up spot. Floor plans. This is the this is where you can put in your own graphics. Typically, they're just floor plans. They're very simple graphic. And I'm waiting. So when Nelson put this in, let's try the church building, see which one's that is. So you can put, I believe, up to 10 floor plans in here. I know there's something here. There we go. It's working slow today. Now, what you would do to set up the floor plan, you can click on Set Up Floor, and it allows you to import the floor plan, bring it in, and also to put the stats on the display. Below here, you see the change image. If you click on that, and that allows you to load something from your computer onto here for floor plan. Delete an image, I can delete this floor plan off of here. If I want to add a thermostat to this, I click on Add Thermostat, and this would give me my list of thermostats. give it a minute or so. Not sure why it doesn't want to talk today. Obviously, it's quicker if you're plugged into it directly. It shouldn't be this one. Here we go. Just gonna be patient. So if I want to put this one in, I hit OK. And eventually, it will show up on the screen. I can drag it to where I want to put it. So if I want to put that here we go. And is there a save button down below here? Save floor plan. Now what it's doing is it's just saving that on there, and then it'll go to view. And on the right-hand side over here, you will see the different views, or the different information from each staff. It'd be nice if it put information on the display itself, but it doesn't do that. So if I click here, that information from this stat shows up here. If I click on this one, that information will be from this one. The reality is probably no one ever uses the floor plan because that other screen shows everything in one screen. Schedules. Not sure why this is so slow. This is the allows me to change the schedule now. They've got names here for the schedules. Let's change test 1. You can create a new one too. I just have to pick one that's already created. But you can create it and give it your own name. You just click on add a schedule and you have the 10 schedules. Now, let's say I want to make this occupied on Monday from 6 to 6 a.m. to, let's say, 7 p.m. Just drag this down. And I've already told it it's occupied. It defaults occupied, so it's green. Now if I wanted to make it unoccupied, click on unoccupied here, and just send that down. And that's how you do a schedule. Just drag. And you do that for every day. Now, if I have a special event, such as a holiday, birthday, whatever, I can put that in the schedule also. So, by clicking on special events, I can have, I believe, 10 of those. I've got a bunch already in there. I can delete them. I can add the U.S. holidays. I can add the Canadian holidays automatically. And put them in. It looks like someone already did the U.S. holidays. And what schedule do I want to use? For those holidays, I can create a new event, a new schedule for that. Or I can say, you know what, on holidays, we're going to follow the Sunday schedule. Or on these special days, they don't have to be a holiday, they could be a sale day. This is a retail store. We're going to be open at Christmas time from these hours. We'll put up a special event on there. And for these days between November 27th and December 25th, these are my new hours. And then, what thermostat am I controlling with this schedule? I can control them all at one schedule. I can split them up. If I got 20 stats and I've got 10 schedules, obviously I can't have a separate schedule for each stat. But I've seldom seen more than 5 schedules ever used. So I just pick out the stats. These two are already taken. I'll put this one and this one in.